Hey, this is Annette Ornelas from Southwind Designs. This is the next day of our quilt along for spinning wheels, and this is the alternating 4-patch block. So I thought I'd show you how I do the strips. I know I showed you how to press the strips already, but this is how I actually sew them together. And for that block, what we need is a bright and a dark. So I just picked some strips that I had, and I'm going to just stitch down here. So one of the things that I like to do is I match up as I go. I don't really like to use a lot of colors. And so I'm just going to go along here. Here's my next strip. And I'm just going to butt it up here. Remember, part of the thing is we're trying to use up some of our scraps. So. So I don't have enough here, but I'm actually gonna push my cut button. And so this is, for example, a strip set. Now forehand, so you can see it, I showed you the pressing in the video about the pressing in general, pressing the corners and also pressing the strip set. So I have two little pieces here. And as we did yesterday, I'm going to match the centers. That's my main concern. If something doesn't line up just right on the top and the bottom or on the outsides, that's okay. So, little feeder first. Okay, and going all the way through. Let me put another feeder. Okay. So, I wanted to show you how I twirl the centers. So I push one side to one way and one side to the other way, and that last stitch kind of opens up and it makes this little pinwheel effect, and that causes your 4-patch to lay perfectly flat. It's pretty cool, huh? So I always liked it. I'm always amazed that it works, but it does. So here's my center, and then I'm going to build my 4-patch, alternating 4-patch block. So I have to lay all these pieces around, and the reason I like to do it that way is because then I can plan what my pieces are. So I've already pre-pressed some pieces, and since I don't want the greens to all line up in a row, I'm going to put them opposite, and here is an orange and there's another orange. So just kind of cool. You can use dark, you can even use all brights around like I did on this one. It's whatever you like, really. So again, we're going to use the glue stick in the corners, push down in the center, make it align with the outside of the cut piece, and once you have all those done, we're going to sew it together in rows like we did the spinning wheel. And it is kind of nice to have that glue stick, and not only does it keep the pieces aligned, it also kind of assigns them to a base square. And when you sew pieces together, it prevents it from flipping to the other side, which is really nice, because it sort of avoids confusion. So now this one, you want to, if it started out like this, so you don't want to turn it, you want to keep it that way, because we have sort of assigned colors a certain way. Okay. And my little feeder piece. Okay. So here are the pieces that we just sewed together. So now all I have to do is snip them apart. And I'm pressing to the square, to the one that doesn't have any seams. So press to the blank square, I should say. Okay, so this is phase 1 here. I'm going to put the other one to it on the other side. All right, last one. And remember the rows here. I've kept everything in row 1, 2, 3. Again, pressing to the blank square, which is your background. Okay, and I'm going to put my rows together. Line it up right here. Make sure my first intersection is tight. And again, that helps when this is glued down so it doesn't flip around. You don't have to guess. Some of those pieces look a little scruffy. They came out of my scrap box. So. Okay. Almost done here. Okay. Press to the center this time. And now the other side goes on. And if you like pins, you're allowed to use them, no problem there. It's just that I sew over them and then bad things tend to happen. So, last seam. And we're done. And this is the alternating block, the alternating 4-patch block. And you can peel these pieces back, or we can leave them just as little pockets. It's personal preference. So I'll see you on the next video, and we'll need 4 of those, so go ahead and make 4. And this is Spinning Wheel, Quilt Along, Southwind Designs. Look us up. Thank you.